Heidi ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope everyone is doing well. And if you're in an area that's getting snow and ice, I hope you're safe and I hope you're warm. Here in my area, we've gotten 8 inches of snow so far, and more is on the way tonight. And I have to tell you, it is lovely looking out my window here in front of me. Now, I happen to like snow, so if you're saying to yourself, oh my gosh, she's crazy, I like the snow. So I do have family members that's, especially my brother, he says it's evil. It's just evil, I tell you. But I like the snow. And one of my sisters likes the snow. The rest of them, not so much. So if you do like the snow, I hope that you're being safe and you're having a good time and that you're warm and you're safe when you go outside. So what we're going to do today is we are going to make these little tags, and we're going to do some stamping, and we're going to play with some rub-ons. Now, if you don't have rub-ons, you can still do this. If you have stamps, if you don't have stamps, cut some images out of or rub-ons even for that matter. Cut some images out of books, some small images that'll fit on your tags. Now, mine are little store-bought tags, but I have made them, and I have videos of how I make them from junk, you know. I've made them from, clothing tags. I've made them from tags off my boys' dog toys. I've made them from all kinds of things. You can even make them just from cardstock if you need to. And these are just little envelopes. I think I got these at Michael's. And if you don't have these, you can just use an envelope or something like that. But these I decided to use because they just so happen to fit on the page that we're going to do. So you're going to need 3 little envelopes this size, and I'm going to tell you the size that you're going to need if your page is the same size as mine. Okay, so my little envelope is 2.5 inches wide, and it is 4 inches long. Now that includes this part. Okay, that includes this part. And my little tag is 2 inches wide and right about 4 2/8 inches long. That's the full length of the tag. Okay, so it's 2 inches wide and 4 2/8 inches long. And that fits in there rather nicely. And we're just going to put a little dealy bop on the top. And we're going to put it in our journal. And they're going to go into the 3rd signature back here someplace. We're going to find a nice little page to put it on. I'm probably going to put it on this page right here. And I'm going to cover this with something, maybe. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with this page yet. If all 3 of them fit. I got to looking at this page. I thought, 3 of them might not fit. But they might. No, they're not going to fit on that page, are they? Okay, so let's see about that page. They will fit back here. What about up here? Well, now they would be cute here in the first page of our third signature, wouldn't they? I think they'll all fit up here. Yeah, they'll all fit up there. So I'm going to put them on the first page of my 3rd signature, and they'll be spaced out. And I'm going to space them so that this part right here, this part is what's going to stick out. Okay, so it's going to sit like that, I think. When I need to check it when I close it and make sure that that's not going to stick out too far. So let's see. That's going to stick out a little bit too far, so I need to bring them back a little bit. Okay, that works. So if you're using the same supplies I am, you need to bring this little domed part all the way back to the edge of your page, okay? Now, I didn't buy these like that. When I bought them, they look like that. They were just plain. I've been doing some stamping on them, and I used the little stamp set that I got at Dollar Tree. This is just a little stamp set that I got from Dollar Tree, and that's what it looks like when you stamp it on your envelopes. So, and so far I've used this little stamp, the little frame. Oops. And they are not very sticky, so they do not stay on this very well. I've used the word garden, and I've used this little flower, and I'm about ready to use this one to show you how I did it on another envelope. So far I've stamped the little sign. Here's the one flower. See, I don't know if you can see it any better that way or not. Yeah, these are not, like I said, they are not very sticky at all. The second flower that I'm going to use, uh-oh, I think I just lost it. Oh dear. I say that, oh, here it is. I say they're not sticky, but they are clear. Okay, here's the second flower. Whoops. And I'm just using my little block, and it is about, it's a 2-inch block. And I'm just kind of centering it right down the block. And I'm centering it with the base of here. And the 2 inks that I'm using, I'm starting with Hickory Smoke. And I stamped the sign with black oxide. Okay, so the little sign on here and the word garden is stamped with black oxide. So I don't need that anymore, but the rest of it I was doing with ink. So I'm starting with Hickory Smoke in its ink, and to give me a little bit of dimension on here with the flowers, like here, I wanted to see how the black soot worked. So what I did was, now where did my scrap paper go? I put the envelope like that, and I just stamped a few times off the envelope with the black soot. I mean the Hickory Smoke, I'm sorry, with the Hickory Smoke, to kind of give me a little bit of dimension on the flower in the background. Now, if you like that look, you don't have to stamp anymore. And I'm going to do the same thing while I've got it on there with this one. And if you like, you know, Hickory Smoke, then just do it that way. Totally up to you. You know, it's yours. Okay. Now, when you're finished with that color, just wipe your block and your stamp off. Okay, just like that. You just wipe it off, and I'm just using a baby wipe. Just wipe it off, but leave your stamp on your block. Now, I'm done with this for now. Now, I used this Dusty Concord on the first one, on this, because it was dark enough to show up on this little thing. So I was looking for something that was dark enough to show up on here. I think the barn door or the fired brick will show up on it. The wild honey might, actually. Let's try a stamp with wild honey. Yeah, see, you can tell I contaminated it. But we're going to give the wild honey a try. Wild honey is a really dark and bright. It's a yellowish orange. I really, really like it. And it is juicy. Juicy, juicy, juicy. So let's see. Let's see how it works. It is so juicy, it is not even going to stamp right. Yeah, I don't think I like that on there. So we're just going to let that be another one in the background there. Yeah, it's just got too much in it. I don't know what's going on with that one. Let's try the fired brick. Let's see how dark it is. That one might work. It's more of a red. That one might work. If not, we'll have to go back to the purple. Okay, so let's try this. I'm going to make sure you all can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, that's better. And it's okay to stamp over your other images. It just kind of gives you a little bit of dimension on things. Remember, you are creating like a little garden. Okay, so I'm going to let that one dry. And I'm going to keep the same color on this one. And I'm going to clean this off. And that's just all I'm doing is I'm just stamping my flower just, you know, around and about on here. Here we go. Okay, so there's my garden on that one. Okay, so let's wipe this off. And now we are done with stamping. So let's put this on here so I'm not getting it all over everything. Okay, now I'm done with my baby wipe. And I can put this back in here. And I can put this back in the little envelope. And then when I'm ready to clean these, I can take out the cleaner that I have and just scrub them on the cleaner. Let's scoop these in here so I don't lose them. Okay. Now, for these, let's get this off here because it's got ink on it. Okay. Let's get our ink cleaned off here. Okay, now let's put that away. Okay, ink is off the works table. Now for these three, now for our 3 tags, I have my rub-ons. And when I use rub-ons, I just use I'll think of what it's called in a minute, you guys. I use my bold folder. Oh my gosh. Y'all knew I'd think of it, didn't you? Okay. All right, I need to put my buttons away because last night I was looking at this and I threw that button bowl, you know, that little blue button bowl that we look at. I threw it across the floor, and oh my goodness, they were everywhere. Okay, so there's we're going to use sari silk, I think, in the top of it. Maybe have some of that torn linen that we stamped. We might use some of that. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Now, let me make sure you can see me. Yeah, the boys are, that's PJ you hear. He's barking at Tilly across the street again. Okay, so let's see which one we want to use here. So this is what I have left. Let's see what we can find that'll fit on our little tags. These came from, let me think. Let me think where I got them. I'll think of it. I'll think of it. Oh, no, those are pretty. Oh, I like the blue. I don't know if the blue would show up very well. I think I'm going to try and go maybe with a darker color. Let's see. Because I know the darker colors will show up on these. Oh, there's a bee. I think that's a bee. Maybe that's not a bee. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see here. We also have... No, that one doesn't say either. We also have the flowers. Gosh, I wish I could remember where I got these, you guys. I will think of it, though. I really will. And when I do, I'll put it down. If it's after I finish, I'll put it in the description of the video. All right, let's see what we have in here. Yeah, she's out with her daddy playing in the snow. All right, let's see. Gosh, you guys, thanks for your help with the bird seed. I think it was Patricia. Thank you, Patricia. Patricia suggested putting habanero in with the bird seed, and oh my goodness, that has helped so much. I think I want to use. I think I might want to use maybe this one. And that helped so much. We had so many birds yesterday come to the feeders. Of course, yesterday was our big snowstorm. And it snowed and snowed. Oh, I think that one. Of course, I always pick one in the middle. Yesterday was our big snowstorm. So, and they've eaten, because it's been so cold, they have eaten everything out of my butterfly garden, you know, all the seeds and stuff. And I think I'm going to take that one. They've eaten everything out, all the seeds and stuff out of the butterfly garden and out of the other gardens. So, if they can't find anything someplace else, you know, they're searching other places. So, we put out some bird seed for them. And Patricia, thank you, thank you. I didn't have any squirrels messing with my seeds. I didn't have anything else messing with them. We had just a ton of birds that got to enjoy them. I actually got to enjoy my favorite little woodpecker, which is a downy woodpecker. He got to have some. Oh, maybe we'll use some of this purple since we have purple. He came, and then there was another little woodpecker that has a nest in one of the trees up at the top of the driveway. He came and and got to have some. We have two pair of cardinals that live across the street in the thicket. And the cardinals even came. So we got to see male and female cardinals yesterday. So that was exciting. We had all kinds of little visitors. And maybe those. Well, we can't really see the daisies, can we? Okay, let's just do these, and then maybe we'll pick out something else. Because I do have here in my little, okay, I just lost it. Somewhere I have, right here, I have a little butterfly and a couple of other little ones that I cut out that I want to put. I have a little butterfly here. Maybe, we'll see. All right, so here's how you do these. These have, not all rub-ons are like this, but these have a little cover on them. See, they have a backing. So you peel the backing off, and this little sticker part sticks down to wherever you want it, which is really nice because then it doesn't wiggle. So then you take whatever you're going to use. Like I said, I use this. You can use this little tool if you want. I also have used this in the past for smaller ones. And you just take and you rub them on. And I always start at the bottom and I work my way up. Just like that. And that's basically it. That's all you do. Now, on these that have a sticker like this, now remember, these have a sticker. Not all of them do. Some of the others, now you've seen me do the little gold ones. You can tell when they're down because you can see them disappear from their backing. This one you cannot. You actually have to lift this little sticker piece. And you lift it slowly, like this. You lift it slowly, and then it's attached. And your rub-on is actually part of the sticker. And it gives you a nice, plain, simple tag that's quick and it's easy. And you can add other things to it if you choose. Like that little butterfly that I was telling you about. Now, this one is a lot smaller. But the way it's cut out, the little sticker area will be bigger. So, I'm going to put this one right here. Actually, I think I'm going to bring this one down. And we're going to rub this one on. And this is the one we're going to add the little butterfly to. Okay. Now, when you're going to layer, like I told you we're going to do your bottom layer first. Okay. Do one layer at a time. Because if you don't, and you get your layers overlapped, they don't do well. Okay, so here's this one. See, there's the sticker. Just break the sticky with your finger. Okay, so there's that one. Now, the little butterfly that we want to add, let me find it. Oh, here they are. Okay, let's get it out of here. Oh my gracious. What is he barking at? Let's see if the little butterfly's in here. Okay, these are the hydrangeas. Where did I put that little butterfly? Whoops. And you don't want to take them off the backing for storage. See how I just pulled that off? You don't want to take it off the backing for storage. You want to leave it on the backing because otherwise it will stick to everything else in your little storage area. And you want to try to keep them as together as you can so that they don't stick together. Is it in this one? I think these are just flowers. Where'd that little butterfly go? All right, you silly little butterfly. Where are you? There it is, right there. Okay, there's the little butterfly right there. Okay, so we're going to take this little butterfly. And we're going to cut him out. And after you do these, you can add other things on here like, you know, like cutouts and things like that. They don't all have to be rub-ons. You can add words, you can add, you know, things like that. So this little rub-on, I'm going to place him down here. Like that. And you'll notice they're two different colors. I was poking that right in my hand. Okay. And these don't take long to make at all. And you can ink up, you can ink your tags if you want. I've done these where I've inked the tags, made smaller tags, and I've inked them a lot so that these stand out quite a bit. Okay, there's that one. Now for this one, remember we couldn't decide, so let's pick out a different one here. Yeah, I think these are too small for these tags. So let's pick out another one here. Okay, let's put those over there. I think I want to layer some of these greens. I think I want to take some of this and I want to layer it. Or no, wait. Maybe let's layer some of this. I don't know. Let's play with this one and let's see. Now, where did it go here? Let's see here. I know, let's do this. Because we still need to get everything attached. Okay, let's do this. Oh dear, I have the hiccups. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's that one. Let me get this stuff off the table here. And I think I want to put some of these little flowers, like these two flowers with it. I want that one. Now, my rose stems are going to be too long, I think, so I'm going to have to trim them. Now, let's see how my roses are going to work here. So there's one, and there's going to be two. Okay, I don't need that little leaf. Let's see how these work. Let's put this in our little thing here. Oops. Okay, so I like that one. Okay, this is just going to need to come off of here. And maybe that one. I don't think I like that. I just like the roses. Okay, so I think I want that one in the back. Like that. Now, in a minute here, after we get our roses on, we are going to work on our pockets. So now we need to decide, do we want our little pockets to flip out? Do we want our pockets to stay still? Okay, there's rose number 1. Come here, Rose. There we go. There's that one. Let's get that stuck down so it doesn't wiggle about. Oh my gracious, those two boys. Okay. And here's this one. Now these, you can also do rub-ons on fabric. You can do them in just straight into your book if you want. I've done them just on pages in my book. Oh, there we go. That looks nice. Okay. You'd never know that was 2 different ones, would you? Okay, so let's get that in the trash. Okay, so now we're going to add our little dilly bops on the top. Let's put that over there. And let's grab some out of here. Okay, so I have some yellow right here I think I want to use. Oh, I like this one. This one I think is my favorite piece. As you can tell, I've used just about all of it. Okay. Okay, I've lost my scissors here. All right, let's split this one in half because it's got all the colors. It's got purple, it's got green, it's got yellow. Okay, now let's cut this in half. Okay, now if you don't have silk, you can always use lace. You know, those little spools of lace that you get at the Dollar Tree. I love putting lace in my tags. You can use just linen. You can just use a piece of linen if you want. I think I'm going to change that one. You can use Well, you can use anything you want, actually. You can just use a plain piece of ribbon if you want. You can use, golly, it's just really, it's up to you. So you decorate your tags any way that you want, and you make them look how you want them to look. It's your book, after all. Okay, so here's 2 of them, and I think I want, is that purple? I can't tell if that's purple or brown. So let's flop this over and see if we can find, here's some purple. There we go. There's some purple. That's the piece is a little bit long, but I'll trim it off. Okay, so that's got purple in it. Oh gosh, that's way too long, isn't it? Now we got some little scraps we can play with. There. Okay. Now we could add to these if we wanted. We could have little diddly bops hanging down. We could do anything we wanted on these to decorate them up some more if we wanted to. All right, let's shove all this back in there. You know, somewhere we have a scrap bowl, don't we? with fabric and ribbon in it. And I can't remember what I did with it. Okay, now let's add our... All right, we're done with that. Okay, so now let's put these on here. I want these 2, since they're the same, at the bottom and at the top. And I want this one in the middle. Okay, so I want them like this, but I also want this to be a tuck. Okay, so I want it to be a little tuck spot like this. Okay, so when I glue these down, and somebody remind me, don't let me do this. I'm only going to glue to right above, to above here, okay? So here's how I'm going to glue these. I'm going to glue across the bottom of this one. So I'm gluing across the bottom. Okay, so that's going to sit there. And then I'm only going to glue to right about there. And then across here. Okay, you see how I glued that one? And then that's going to sit right there. And it's up maybe 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. Now that's going to have to dry before I can tuck anything in it. Now I'm going to do the opposite for the top one. The top one I'm going to glue here. And I'm going to come across the top about there. Like that. Okay. And then I'm going to lay it down about 1/4 of an inch from the top. But it's coming in. Okay. Let's wipe off that extra glue. Now the one in the middle, where'd my paper towel go? Let me grab my paper towel here. There it is. Okay, the one in the middle is going to get glued only across here and up here. So it's going to get glued across here, plus all the way across here. Like that. And then it's going to get glued with, I don't know the spacing between them. It's not 1/4 of an inch, maybe, because I think mine are crooked. I do believe they're crooked. Okay, and then that one's going to go in there. That one's going to go in there. And that one's going to go in there. So now my little diddly bops stick out. Now, what have I created? Well, I've created a tuck spot. Now, I want to show you my little tuck spot. Hold on a second, because I want to put this stuff back in here. Okay, here's what I've created. Here's a little piece of scrap paper I can show you. all the way down here, even though my glue's wet. Oh, there. Now it's a little tuck spot. Okay, so now I can tuck something else in there, and it shows through in between there. So I've got these little tags plus a little tuck spot. Okay, now if you don't want to glue over here, you need to make sure you glue this really well. But I glued up there because that's going to need some support for right across there. Okay, so there we go. So we had some fun with some rub-ons. We had some fun with some stamps. We glued them all down. We've created pockets. We've created a tuck spot. We had some fun today, didn't we? There we go. So right there's our tuck spot, just like that. Here's our little pockets, just like that. Here we go. That's what it's going to look like. Now, don't tuck anything in here, though, until your glue dries, because it will get stuck. Okay? So, let me see what kind of time we have here. Oh, yeah, we did good. We did good. So, thank you all for joining me. I'm so glad that you did. And I hope that you come back, and I hope that you leave me a comment or a message. Let me know how you liked this. Whether you did or you didn't, you know, let me know one way or the other. I would appreciate that very much, so that I know if you're still interested in doing things like this. And if you're not, what would you like to do next? You know, we're moving through our book pretty quick. I can show you some things that I did in mine real quick. I took that little short page that I put in. I added one of those oversized cards, and I just added a little envelope that I folded, and this is all right here. It's just one little pocket right here, and you flip it out, and it's just kind of like one little person's thing. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this little tied in belly band here. That's going to be our next project I'm going to show you. And I just did this today. It's real simple to do. And this page was just done. It's real simple to do. This here is just, okay, I went brain dead. Embossed. I just picked some colors out that were embossed. And this one, I didn't get it embossed all the way. So it's just embossed. And that's just a pocket behind a little flip that we did. So I've just been working in my journal, and I've got a couple of things to show you guys. And then, of course, here's our big one that we did. And there's that one. And there's that one. So I'll be showing you guys this one next, for some fun things to do. How I did this. Get out there. So there we go. So I'm glad you joined me today, and I'm glad you had some fun, and or I hope you had some fun, and I hope you come back and join me again. And we're going to be adding our little beads down here at the bottom, or our little, I don't know that they're beads, but I guess you could call them that. I'm going to be adding a couple of my little ladybugs and maybe some butterflies and things like that to hang off down here at the bottom, to kind of add a little bit of flair to it. And you just never know where you'll find them. So until I see you again in my next video, you guys stay warm, and till I see you then, ta-ta for now.